is that our self-talk shapes our reality more than we realize. Think about it. If you're constantly telling yourself you're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough, guess what? Your actions start lining up with that script. It's like programming a computer with faulty code. Everything glitches. Why does this matter? Because it seeps into every corner of your life. Your relationships suffer when you doubt your value. Your work drags when you expect failure. And even your health takes a hit from all that inner stress. But here's the flip side. Change the dialogue, and you change the outcome. It's not magic. It's the power of your own mind at work. Let me break this down with a simple philosophical lens that stood the test of time. Picture your mind as a garden. Every thought is a seed you plant. Negative self-talk, that's sowing weeds that choke out the flowers. But positive affirmations, they're the fertile soil and sunshine that let beauty bloom. This isn't just feel-good fluff. It's rooted in the idea that what we affirm, we attract. Science backs it up too. Psychologists talk about cognitive behavioral therapy, where rewiring your thoughts leads to real changes in behavior and mood. Logically, if you repeat something often enough, it becomes your truth. So why not make it an empowering one? Over the next 3 days, we're going to cultivate that garden deliberately, weeding out the negativity and planting seeds of strength, joy, and success. Ready for the practical part? Great, because this is where the fun begins. We're not talking about some complicated ritual that requires incense and a full moon. No, these are straightforward steps you can start right now, even if you're lounging on the couch with a snack in hand. Let's call this our 3-day self-talk transformation. Day 1 focuses on awareness and interruption, Day 2 on replacement and reinforcement, and Day 3 on integration and celebration. I'll walk you through each, with tips that are as easy as tying your shoes well, maybe easier if you're like me and still fumble with laces sometimes. Starting with Day 1, awareness and interruption. The goal here is to catch that pesky inner critic in the act. First thing in the morning, grab a notebook or your phone's notes app. Jot down 3 things you're grateful for about yourself. It could be as simple as, I'm grateful for my ability to make a killer cup of coffee, or I'm thankful for my persistence, even on tough days. This sets a positive tone. Throughout the day, pay attention to your self-talk. Every time you hear something negative like, I'm such an idiot for forgetting that, pause and say out loud or in your head, stop. That's not helpful. Humor helps here. Imagine your inner critic as a grumpy cartoon character with a funny voice. Oh, there goes Grumpy Gus again, spouting nonsense. Laugh it off, then flip it to neutral. Okay, I forgot, but now I'll remember next time. By bedtime, review your day. Note 2 instances where you interrupted negativity. Pat yourself on the back literally, if it makes you giggle. Now, why does this work? Because awareness is the key that unlocks change. Without noticing the pattern, you can't break it. And interrupting? It's like hitting the reset button on a glitchy game. Do this for just 1 day, and you'll feel lighter already. But don't stop there. Build on it. Moving to Day 2, replacement and reinforcement. Now that you're spotting the weeds, it's time to plant those flowers. Start your morning with affirmations tailored to your challenges. If self-doubt is your nemesis, try something like, I am capable and confident in all that I do. Say it in the mirror, with a smile, yes, even if it feels silly at first. It's like flexing a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. During the day, replace every negative thought with a positive counterpart. Caught thinking, I'll never finish this project? Swap it to, I'm making steady progress, and it'll come together perfectly. To make it stick, tie it to actions. For example, if you're tackling a task, whisper, I've got this. Before diving in, add a dash of humor. All right, universe, let's make this epic instead of epic fail. Reinforce by surrounding yourself with positivity. Listen to uplifting music while commuting, or stick notes with affirmations on your fridge. I am worthy of all good things, right next to the milk. At night, affirm your wins. Today, I handled that meeting with grace, even if it was just ordering takeout without spilling. This day is about building momentum, turning whispers into roars. And here's a little secret. Repetition rewires your brain. Neurologically, it's creating new pathways, like paving a road to positivity instead of trudging down the old muddy path. Keep it light. Don't beat yourself up if you slip. Just chuckle and correct course. Finally, day 3. Integration and celebration. By now, you're rolling, so let's weave this into your everyday life. Morning routine? Amp up those affirmations with feeling. Don't just say them, feel them in your bones. I attract success effortlessly, said with a grin that says you mean it. Throughout the day, integrate by talking to yourself like you'd talk to a beloved friend. If a pal messed up, you wouldn't say, "You're useless." You'd say, "Hey, it's okay. Learn and move on." Do the same for you. When challenges pop up, use self-talk as your shield. This is temporary, and I'm stronger than it. To celebrate, treat yourself. Maybe a walk in the park, affirming, "I deserve this joy." Or share a win with someone, tell a friend, "I've been practicing positive self-talk, and it's changing things." At day's end, reflect on the shifts. What felt different? Lighter mood? More energy? Celebrate those, no matter how small. I did it. 3 days of talking myself up, and I'm hooked. These steps are bite-sized, right? No overwhelm, just steady wins. And the beauty is, anyone can do them. Busy parent, stressed student, overworked professional. Start small. Even one affirmation a day snowballs. But knowledge without action is like a car without gas, pretty, but going nowhere. So here's your call to action. Pick one thing from today. Maybe that morning gratitude list or interrupting a negative thought. Do it right after this video ends. Say to yourself, "I'm starting now," and mean it. Drop a comment below. I'm committing to day 1. Let's build a community of positive self-talkers. As we wrap this up, remember, my friend, you're not just talking to yourself. You're scripting your destiny. These 3 days could be the spark that ignites a lifetime of abundance and joy. Keep that inner dialogue kind, empowering, and a tad humorous. Life's too short for anything less. If this resonated, hit that subscribe button for more nuggets like this, short, sharp, and soul-stirring. Share your transformations in the comments. I love hearing how you're blooming. Until next time, talk to yourself like the star you are. You've got this. Let me tell you a funny story from my own life to illustrate this. Years ago, I was preparing for a big event, and my mind was a whirlwind of, what if I flop? What if no one listens? I caught myself and switched to, this is going to be wonderful, and I'll connect beautifully. Lo and behold, it turned out splendidly. Coincidence? I think not. It's the power of directed thought. Expanding on the garden analogy, philosophically, ancient wisdom teaches that as a man thinketh, so is he. Your self-talk is your thinking out loud to your soul. Make it uplifting, and watch your life uplift. For the steps, let's dive deeper into day 1. Awareness isn't passive, it's active listening to your inner world. Set reminders on your phone every few hours. Check self-talk. When you catch a negative, don't judge, just observe and interrupt. Thanks for the input, but no thanks. Add humor. Pretend it's a bad radio station, and change the channel. On replacement, craft affirmations that resonate, not generic ones. Personalize. If money's tight, prosperity flows to me easily. Say them with conviction, like declaring to the universe. Integration means making it habit. Link to routines. Brushing teeth, affirm health. Driving, affirm safety and ease. More examples. If you're single and doubting love, self-talk, I am lovable, and attract wonderful relationships. Humor, universe, send someone who laughs at my jokes. For parents, I am patient and wise in guiding my children, instead of, I'm failing as a mom. At work, I am competent and valued, not "I'll get fired." Scientific bit. Studies show positive self-talk reduces cortisol, boosts serotonin. Logical. It's self-fulfilling prophecy. Philosophical. Your words are creative force. Speak good into existence. Humor throughout. Don't talk to yourself like a villain in a bad movie. Be the hero. Extend with anecdotes. Suppose a woman I knew doubted her art. She affirmed, "My creativity flows freely," and soon sold pieces. Another man with health issues affirmed, "My body heals perfectly," and improved. Encourage. Try it for 3 days. What have you lost? Call to action. Start with one affirmation now. Comment it. Conclusion. You're magnificent. Talk like it. Subscribe for more. Peace is the rain and the sunshine that forces those seeds to sprout. It is the active force that coaxes life from the soil. Without your word, those gorgeous dreams just stay underground, dormant, waiting for a signal that never comes. You can't just think about a rose and expect it to bloom. You have to command it to grow. You have to announce to the world, with conviction and clarity, "There shall be roses here, and they shall be magnificent." It's a spiritual law, my dear, as simple and as undeniable as gravity. You don't just hope you won't float away. You know you won't. You operate your entire life on that knowing. In the very same way, you must know your word has power. You must operate from that truth. But oh, my dear, we get so terribly careless with this magnificent power, don't we? We go around announcing our limitations like we're reading the evening news. We say, "I'm so broke," and then we wonder why our wallet feels perpetually lighter. We sigh to a friend over coffee and say, "Nothing ever works out for me," and then we act utterly surprised when the entire day falls apart by lunchtime. We declare, "This always happens," and then seem shocked when it indeed happens again. The universe, my sweetheart, is the most devoted, literal-minded servant you could ever have, and it is always, always taking your words as its direct orders. It's terribly efficient, but it has no sense of sarcasm, darling. It doesn't understand a joke. So when you offhandedly joke, I'll probably catch that cold everyone has. It just nods faithfully and says, "As you wish." Your word is your wand, my love, and you've been pointing it at all the things you don't want, wondering why they keep appearing. This is the core of the challenge, my dear. It matters because your life is not happening to you. It is happening through you and for you, responding to the energy and the vibration of your own commands. You are the architect, not a tenant complaining about the faulty plumbing. You have the blueprint and you have the power to build, but you've been leaving the most important tool, your voice, in the toolbox. This is why you feel stuck, sweetheart. This is why change feels so elusive. You're waiting for the blueprint to build the house all by itself, and it simply can't, Wolf. It needs the foreman that's you, darling, to yell, "Start building." So, we must become conscious generals of our own speech, darlings. We must become master artists, selecting our words like we're choosing the finest jewels from a vault, not just grabbing handfuls of gravel from the roadside. This is a practice, a delightful and powerful practice. It begins with awareness, sweetheart. For one entire day, I want you to become a gentle detective of your own dialogue. Don't get cross with yourself, just get curious. Listen to the little phrases of lack and limitation that slip out so casually. Hear yourself say, "I'm terrible at remembering names," or "I always get lost," or "I'm so bad with technology." When you hear it, I want you to smile, darling. Just a gentle, knowing smile. Don't scold yourself. That's just using more negative command. Instead, smile and say, gently, "Cancel that. It's not a sin. It's just an old bad habit you picked up somewhere." And we can laugh at our habits, can't we? We can see the humor in our own forgetfulness. Once you've caught the culprit, my love, it is time to issue a new, magnificent decree, and this must be done out loud. I cannot stress this enough. I don't care if you're in your car, your kitchen, or your closet. Your own ears must hear the vibration of your own faith. This is not about begging a distant god. This is not about hoping the stars align. This is about commanding the substance of the universe, which is always listening, always ready to obey. Don't say, "I wish I felt better." That's a plea. Command it. Say, "I command vibrant, perfect, and radiant health to flow through every cell of my body now." Don't whimper, "I need more money." That is a statement of lack. Declare, "I command infinite divine supply to manifest for me now in surprising, perfect, and delightful ways. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly." Say it like you mean it, darling. Stand up straight. Put your hand on your heart. Say it like the magnificent, powerful creator you are, the queen, the king of your own experience. You are not asking for permission. You are stating a divine fact. And then, my dear, the third and most crucial step, you must act as if it is already yours. This is where your faith becomes tangible. This is how you walk your talk. If you have commanded a wonderful new job, you must polish your shoes. You must update your resume. You must act as if the interview is already on its calendar. If you have commanded a beautiful new home, you must start clearing out a drawer. You must look at paint samples. You must drive through the neighborhood you see yourself in. This is not about pretending sweetness. This is about showing the universe you are serious, that you are in alignment with your command. You are preparing the landing strip for the magnificent ship of your good that is already in flight, coming to you by the swiftest possible route. You are proving your faith by your actions. You are meeting your own command halfway. This is a practice, my love. It's not a one-time spell. It is a way of life. It is moving through your day, consciously choosing your words, not letting old, weary phrases fall out of your mouth out of habit. It is catching yourself and gently, humorously, correcting course. It is starting your morning not with a groan and a grab for the phone, but with a decree. I command this to be a day of magnificent surprises and divine connections. Everything I need comes to me easily today. It is ending your day not with a list of complaints, but with a prayer of gratitude for the commands that are even now making their way to you. So here is what you will do for me, sweetheart. Before the sun sets today, you will open your mouth and you will command one thing, just one, to start. Make it something that makes your heart sing. It doesn't have to be about world peace right away, darling. It can be simple. It can be, "I command joy to find me in the middle of doing the laundry." Or, "I command a perfect parking space to open up for me right in front of the store." Or, "I command a conversation that leaves me feeling inspired and seen." But you must say it aloud. You must give it the vibration of your voice. Let your own ears hear the sound of your own power. That is the switch, my dear. That is the moment everything begins to shift. The world doesn't change by wishful thinking, my darling. It changes by deliberate, spoken word. You are not a beggar at the feast of life. You are an honored guest with a reserved seat, and your word is your engraved invitation. It's time to stop waiting for someone else to call your name. It's time to stop waiting for an invitation you already possess. Open your mouth, my love. Plant your feet firmly on the ground. Take a deep breath of that divine air, and command your joy. Command your peace. Command your prosperity. The universe is leaning in, eager, waiting to hear your voice. It's been waiting your whole life. Don't you dare keep it waiting any longer. Now go on, darling. Speak your word. And then, you must come back and tell me what happened. I want to hear all about your wonderful news. I'll be right here, waiting to celebrate with you. It doesn't stop to argue with you. It doesn't say, "Are you sure you want that?" No, it just serves what you ask for, and you keep tipping it with your words and emotions. Here's the thing. Belief is like the software running in the background of your life. If it's outdated, buggy, or corrupted, you'll keep crashing financially. Many people are running on the belief system they inherited as children. Maybe you grew up hearing things like, "Money doesn't grow on trees," or "We can't afford that," or "Rich people are greedy." Those seeds planted in your young mind grew into a harvest of lack. The law of belief is unbending. You cannot attract what you do not believe is possible for you. So how do you change it? Start by catching those sneaky thoughts. When you hear yourself saying, "I can't afford this," flip it. Say, I choose to attract abundance. I am provided for. At first it feels silly, like trying to convince yourself you like broccoli when you don't. But with repetition, your mind starts to accept the new signal, and once belief shifts, reality begins to rearrange itself. Now, let me tell you a story. I once knew a woman who believed money was evil. She prayed, she worked, she tried her best, but she always lived in struggle. One day, she decided to shift her belief. She said, "Money is not evil, it is good. It is a tool to bless myself and others." Within weeks, opportunities came her way that had always been there, but her old belief had blinded her to them. That's the power of belief. The second law is the law of circulation. Money is like blood, it has to flow. If you hoard it in fear, it stagnates. If you waste it, it drains away. But when you allow it to circulate, giving and receiving with joy, it returns multiplied. Think of it like water in a well. If you refuse to draw from the well because you're afraid it will run dry, the water grows stale, mossy, undrinkable. But when you keep drawing, the well refills with fresh water. Money is the same. You cannot hold on to it with clenched fists and expect abundance. Fearful saving does not attract wealth. Joyful circulation does. Does this mean spend recklessly? Of course not. It means release with trust, give a little, even when it feels uncomfortable, and bless what you give. I once advised someone who was drowning in debt to give $1 with faith and joy. She laughed at the idea. How can $1 help me when I owe thousands? But she tried. She gave $1 to someone in need and blessed it. That small act opened her spirit to receive. Within weeks, unexpected money came in, enough to cover bills. The well began to flow again. The third law is the law of gratitude. Gratitude is magnetic. Whatever you appreciate, appreciates. If you constantly focus on what's missing, you multiply emptiness. But when you sincerely thank the universe for what's already in your hands, you create a magnetic pull for more. Let's test this. Think of two people, one always complaining, "I never have enough," and another saying, "I'm thankful for what I have, no matter how small." Who do you think people enjoy blessing more? Gratitude doesn't just attract money, it attracts people, opportunities, kindness. Life itself leans in and says, "Here's more of what you love." A practical step. Every morning, look at what you already have. Food in your fridge? Say thank you. A roof overhead? Say thank you. A single coin in your pocket? Bless it. Don't despise small beginnings. Gratitude turns small things into great things. The fourth law is the law of words. Your tongue is powerful. Speak lack, and lack listens. Speak wealth, and wealth responds. Words are like seeds. Every time you speak, you are planting your financial future. This is why you must stop saying, "I'm broke." That phrase is like watering weeds in your garden. Instead, start watering roses. Speak life. I am prosperous. Money flows to me easily. I am richly supplied. At first, you may laugh. You may think, this sounds like I'm lying to myself. But words shape beliefs, and beliefs shape reality. Your future is growing in the soil of your speech. Plant carefully. The fifth law is the law of vision. You cannot attract what you cannot picture. If your inner world is full of worry, fear, and debt, money cannot feel welcome there. But if you take time each day to visualize abundance, see yourself paying bills with ease, see yourself blessing others generously, see yourself living in freedom, you create a mental blueprint. The outer world cannot help but try to match the inner picture. Vision is not daydreaming, it's blueprinting. An architect does not say, "Let's just throw bricks together and hope a house appears." He creates a detailed plan. Your vision is your financial plan in the unseen realm. Build it boldly. The sixth law is the law of faith and action. Faith without action is like a car without fuel. It looks nice but goes nowhere. You must combine inner conviction with outer steps. Believe opportunities will come. and then position yourself to meet them. Faith says, I trust the bridge will hold me. Action is stepping onto the bridge. Without both, nothing moves. So many people pray for money, but never prepare to receive it. They ask for opportunities, but never sharpen their skills or apply for doors to open. Faith is expectation. Action is demonstration. Show the universe you're ready, and it will meet you halfway. The seventh law is the law of forgiveness. Nothing blocks money faster than resentment, bitterness, and envy. These are like rust in your financial pipeline. You may work, hustle, and try, but if your heart is clogged with unforgiveness, prosperity cannot flow freely. Forgive freely, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. When you release others, you unclog your own channel. I've seen people struggle financially for years, and the moment they forgave someone who hurt them, things shifted dramatically. Jobs opened, debts were cleared, opportunities arrived. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is wealth building. Now let's pause. I know what you're thinking. This is a lot. Where do I start? Start small. Don't overwhelm yourself trying to master all 7 laws at once. Pick one law today and practice it. Maybe it's changing your words. Stop saying I'm broke and start saying, I am richly supplied. Maybe it's giving a little, even just a coin, with joy. Maybe it's forgiving that person you've held in your heart for too long. Even one small step shifts the entire flow. Think of it like moving a stone in a river. The whole current changes. Here's your challenge. Before this day ends, choose one of these 7 laws and act on it. Then watch. Pay attention. Did something shift? Did you feel lighter? Did an opportunity come unexpectedly? Share your experience in the comments, because when you share, you not only affirm your progress, you inspire someone else to take their step too. Remember this. Money is not your enemy. It is not here to mock you or punish you. Money is energy, and energy responds to your inner state. Align with these 7 laws, and you stop chasing money. Instead, money begins to chase you. If you found value here, hit that subscribe button, because more truths are coming your way. Leave a comment about which law you're committing to today, and don't keep this to yourself. Share it with someone who needs a breakthrough. Imagine if everyone around you started living by these laws. Imagine the flow of abundance, the freedom, the joy. Your wealth is already waiting. All you have to do is step into alignment. Start today. Start with one law, and watch the magic unfold. Excuse me, but we had an appointment to become who we're meant to be, and you're running a little late. See, we've been sold this lie that we should just accept ourselves as we are, never change, never grow, never evolve. And while self-acceptance is beautiful and necessary, there's a difference between loving yourself and settling for a version of yourself that makes you feel like you're suffocating. Your old self, that collection of habits, beliefs, reactions, and patterns that you've been carrying around, it served its purpose. It got you here. But darling, here isn't where you're staying. Now, I want to share something with you that's going to shift how you think about this whole transformation thing. There's this concept in biology called programmed cell death, and it sounds morbid, but stay with me because this is where it gets beautiful. Your body is constantly killing off old cells to make room for new ones. About every 7 to 10 years, you've literally replaced almost every cell in your body. You are not the same person you were a decade ago, not just metaphorically, but literally, cellularly, scientifically. Your body already knows how to die and be reborn. It's been doing it your whole life without you even noticing. But somehow, when it comes to our personality, our habits, our way of being in the world, we cling to them like they're family heirlooms. We say things like, well, that's just how I am, or I've always been this way. As if our patterns of behavior were written in stone tablets instead of being more like sand castles that we rebuild every single day. Here's the truth that's going to set you free. You are not your habits. You are not your past. You are not even your thoughts. You are the awareness behind all of that, the creative force that has the power to choose, moment by moment, who you're going to be. And if you can choose who you're going to be, then you can choose to let the old version die. But here's where most people get stuck. They think transformation has to be this massive, dramatic overhaul. They think they need to quit their job, move to a different country, change their name, and start speaking with an accent. And when that feels overwhelming, they just don't start at all. But real transformation, the kind that actually lasts, happens in the smallest moments of choice. Every single day, you have hundreds of opportunities to choose the new you over the old you. When you wake up in the morning, do you immediately reach for your phone and scroll through other people's lives? Or do you take 3 conscious breaths and set an intention for your day? When someone cuts you off in traffic, do you react the way the old you always has? Or do you pause and respond from a place of centeredness? When you look in the mirror, do you automatically launch into the same old criticism? Or do you speak to yourself like someone you love? These might seem like tiny things, but here's what I've learned. Transformation isn't about making one giant leap. It's about making 1,000 tiny choices that all point in the same direction. It's about becoming someone who chooses love over fear, growth over comfort, possibility over limitation, one small decision at a time. So, let me give you a framework that's going to make this practical. I call it the Phoenix method, because just like that mythical bird, you're going to burn away what no longer serves you and rise from those ashes as something magnificent. First, you've got to identify what needs to die. And I don't mean anything dramatic. I mean those patterns, those ways of thinking, those automatic responses that keep you stuck. Maybe it's the voice in your head that says you're not good enough. Maybe it's the habit of saying yes when you mean no. Maybe it's the tendency to play small so other people feel comfortable. Whatever it is, name it. Write it down. Look it in the eye and say, "Thank you for trying to protect me, but your services are no longer required." Second, you need to create space for the new. Nature abhors a vacuum, so if you just try to stop old patterns without replacing them with something better, you're going to find yourself right back where you started. So for every old pattern you're releasing, consciously choose a new one to take its place. If you're letting go of self-criticism, what are you choosing instead? Self-compassion. If you're releasing the need to control everything, what are you choosing? Trust, flow, adventure. Third, you practice dying and being reborn every single day. Each morning, when you wake up, take a moment to consciously let go of who you were yesterday. Release any mistakes, any small failures, any moments when you fell back into old patterns. Forgive yourself completely. Then, consciously choose who you're going to be today. Not who you think you should be, not who other people want you to be, but who your soul is calling you to become. And here's the magical part. Every time you make a choice aligned with your new self instead of your old self, you're literally rewiring your brain. Neuroscience calls it neuroplasticity, but I like to think of it as giving your mind a makeover. Every new choice creates new neural pathways, and the more you use those pathways, the stronger they become, until eventually, being your new self becomes as natural as breathing. But I want to be honest with you about something, Toten. This process isn't always comfortable. There's a reason they call it growing pains. Your ego, that part of you that's been running the show for so long, is going to panic a little bit when you start changing. It's going to throw temper tantrums and try to convince you that change is dangerous, that you should just stay the same because at least you know what to expect. This is normal. This is part of the process. Don't let it scare you back into your old patterns. When you feel that resistance, when your ego starts screaming that you're making a mistake, just smile and say, "Thank you for sharing," and keep moving forward anyway. Because on the other side of that resistance is the life you've been dreaming of. Now, here's what I want you to do right now, today, before you even finish watching this video. I want you to pick one tiny pattern that represents the old you, something small but significant. Maybe it's checking your phone first thing in the morning. Maybe it's that little voice of self-doubt that pops up when you're about to try something new. Maybe it's the way you slouch when you walk, like you're trying to take up as little space as possible. Pick that one small thing, and for the next 7 days, I want you to consciously choose differently, just that one thing. Don't try to change your whole life one focus. Just change that one pattern, and watch what happens. Watch how making one conscious choice ripples out into other areas of your life. Watch how choosing your new self in one small way makes it easier to choose your new self in bigger ways. And here's something beautiful. Every time you make that choice, every time you choose growth over comfort, love over fear, your new self over your old self, you're not just transforming your own life. You're giving everyone around you permission to transform theirs too. You're becoming living proof that change is possible, that people can evolve, that we don't have to stay stuck in patterns that no longer serve us. See, the world needs your new self. It needs the version of you that's brave enough to let the old version die. It needs your authenticity, your growth, your willingness to become who you're meant to be. Because when you transform, you create a ripple effect that touches every single person you encounter. So here's my challenge for you. Don't just watch this video and nod along and then go back to your regular programming. Take action. Pick that one small pattern. Make that one small choice. Choose your new self over your old self, and then come back and tell us about it in the comments. Share your victory, no matter how small it seems. Because your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to start their own transformation. And if this resonated with you, if you're ready to keep growing, keep evolving, keep becoming the magnificent person you're meant to be, then subscribe and hit that notification bell. Because we're building a community of people who refuse to settle, who choose growth, who understand that the caterpillar's death is the butterfly's birth. Remember, darling, your old self dying isn't a tragedy, it's a graduation, it's a celebration. It's you finally stepping into the truth of who you've always been, underneath all those layers of conditioning and fear and other people's expectations. The butterfly was always there, waiting inside the caterpillar. Your new self is already there, waiting inside you. All you have to do is be brave enough to let it emerge. So go ahead, let your old self die, rise from those ashes, become who you're meant to be. The world is waiting for you.